So today is my second day of my 3 weeks on the land here. There's a really big storm forecast in a few hours. So when I arrived yesterday, I asked the custodians permission to stay here, and I was offered this little shack and it was in pretty bad state, full of rats and rat poo, and there's a big tomato vine growing in here. So I spent the day setting this up. I've built a little sink area, made myself a rope bed, a little shelf, cleared up the floor, turned the tomato plant into an indoor tomato plant. Built a fire pit out here. This is my view from the deck. This is the community veggie garden. So the plan for the next little while is to go and harvest some materials for a fish basket and start weaving that. So I'll be doing that next. This vine is cat's claw. It's actually a weed around here. It chokes out the beautiful native trees and ends up killing them, leaving them looking like that. So it's a good thing to use cat's claw for weaving. It's very bendy and it's very strong, so I should be able to make a really good fish basket with this. Day 3, I think. I don't know, maybe day 2. Already losing track of time. It's a hot sunny day here. We had a huge storm last night. My tarp held up beautifully and all my things stayed dry. So I've come down to work on my fish basket. I have harvested some cat's claw vine and 9 straight pieces of casuarina. I'm just going to start by setting up my sticks. striving. Yep, you bet we're not there yet, but if you were aware, there never was a there in the now. Focus on the why, not the how. Learn to live it up, live it loud, live it free. What they said was wrong, it's a good thing to be me. We are all of dirt, we are all of blood, and our blood is red. We return to mud. We are all of air, we are all of waters, we are all of fire, one light sons and daughters. Celebrate your certainty. When they said this or you heard that, can you calibrate to clarity? Equanimous is where it's at. Deep breath, slow pace, take it to nature. Find heart, seek rest, don't let it break ya. Present and potent in the magnificence of innocence. Discerning, deliberate, dissolving that which makes no sense. Elevate the vision, it's a mission of a heaven earth. Lean on intuition, I am opening to claim my worth. We are all of dirt, we are all of blood, and our blood is red. So now that I have my stick teepee set up, I will begin to weave the main cone. I'll start by securing up the top here and then weave around and around and around, and then make a second cone to go inside. Getting pretty toasty out here. I'm gonna go and have a swim, cool off, and come back to it soon. It's a beautiful misty morning here today. My 4th day, that many. I am down here collecting water, so I thought I'd show you what that looks like. Have this really great water filter. Just fill up this bottom half of it. Top half has a filter in it. So as I push down, which takes a fair bit of energy, the water gets filtered up through and into the bottle. Really, really handy. I'm not going to show you the whole process because it takes a while. So, I've just made my first ever damper in the fire. I just mixed up some flour, water, ghee and chipotle seasoning and dropped the whole blob into the coals. So I'm going to pull it out now and see if I've got breakfast. Hopefully I do. Hey, that looks pretty good. Oh, it might not be cooked enough yet. I think I'm just going to turn it over and cook the other side a little bit more. How exciting! I'll check back in when it's done. Alrighty, here we go. The great damper reveal. Oh, it's not going to stay there. Stay. Well, it's definitely cooked now. Hopefully not too much. There it is. Get my knife. That actually looks pretty good. Yum! Smells amazing too. Breakfast is served. I've got some avocado left and I've got some Parmesan cheese. Definitely not roughing it in the bush this morning. Alright, I have finished the big portion of the fish basket. Nice and deep. Put my arm all the way in there. And now I am going to start the second cone that goes in the middle. I've got 8 sticks. I've got to get one more stick and I'll start weaving another smaller teepee shape. Oh, hello spider. To pop in the middle. Hey friend. Okay, almost done. Little hole there at the bottom for the fish to come in. I'll cut these extra branches off. Just need to do a little bit more around the bottom, and then I can fix it into the big basket and hopefully catch some fish. Alrighty, so my inner basket for the trap is now done, and I have threaded a piece of salami onto a bit of vine, which I'm going to secure in the big basket for bait, and then I'm going to add the small basket to the big basket, add another vine to tie it off, and drop it in the river in a still pool just over there, and fingers crossed, hopefully catch an eel. All set. Nice spot down by that big rock there. See how we go. Good morning. It's day 5 here on my river quest. Had a really big storm blow through last night. I was all prepared for it, so not a problem. Had my firewood stashed under the tarp with my belongings. But yeah, it got a bit windy and there was some big lightning really close. Definitely the biggest storm we've had yet. I think that's the 3rd or 4th one that's blown. There's basically been one every day. So yeah, proud of my tarpology. My tent held strong. I'm excited to go and check my fish net today. Bit sore. The ground's pretty hard. Hips and shoulders are suffering a little. Oh. And other than that, I think I'm going to go for a bit of a upriver adventure today. while there's some cloud cover so it won't be too hot. Yeah, go for a meander upstream and see what I can see. I'll get some footage of the next storm. That was pretty epic last night. All right. So you might not be able to see it, but the cows are coming past. This is the closest they've been. I'm a bit scared of the cows. They are wild. And there's a very grumpy bull. I think the bull is just in the bushes over there. So I'm just laying low in my tarp here, waiting for them all to go past. And hopefully they'll leave me alone. There goes the big bull. Big black bull. Looks like they're taking the track that's not the one directly past. Oh, there's the grumpy bull too. There he goes, Mr. Grumpy. Alrighty, it is fish basket check-in time. Woo! Pretty sure the cows, oh no, still one over there. Ah, these buddy cows. You stay over there, buddy. Looks like the water's come up a bit overnight. they enjoyed the salami. Salami's gone, nothing in the basket. I think the problem is that my top cone is too long, so there's hardly any space at the bottom, and I reckon they could have just put their heads in the hole and grabbed the bait and then got out again. So I'm going to have to make another cone that's more this shape rather than that shape, so that it creates a bit more space underneath. So that's today's mission. All right, all done. Made a shallower cone for the top, just to give you an idea of how big this thing is. Hopefully this will do the trick. So the cone only goes down to about here now, which means that there's all this space down here, and it will definitely be a bit trickier to come back out. Can't even really see. But yeah, looks inviting. So my bed is pretty uncomfortable. I'm just on a thin inflatable plastic mat, and because I'm sleeping on a slight slope, I slide down off the mat. It's just been no fun. So the plan is, I've cut 2 big posts and a shorter log. I'll put the log at the bottom, posts on either side, fill it up with probably lomandra grass, and try and level out the bed area a little bit, and then I'll chuck my floor tarp over the top of that. See how we go. So here is my bed solution. Got one log there, another log there, another one up that side, and I've filled it up with bottle brush and lomandra grass. I'm sitting my mat on the top, and then I'm going to cover the whole thing up with my canvas tarp. And now it feels like a swag, and it's really comfy. Yay! Alrighty, fishing time. I've got a bit of jerky on my hook here. It got a bit soggy and it's not very nice for me to eat. And I've just got my hand reel with the line going up over this stick. I'm on a nice big rock and there's a deep pool on the other side, so here goes. Second there, I saw some movement. Definitely half the jerky's gone, but the hook's still there and there's still some meat on the hook. So I ended up propping it up because I was worried that my presence would scare the fish away. I just turned around and saw the beautiful full moon. Full moon. Sunset over river. Wow. No fish tonight. I'm going to leave the line set and I'll come back and check it in the morning. Good morning. I've just woken up. Day 6 out here. So I left a set line in last night. I'm going to go and check that. I've got my trap. I ended up adding some extra sticks to the entryway of the trap. Because I've got a feeling that it was an eel that came in and took the meat out the night before, and it would have had no trouble getting back out. So put some prongs in there to stop it being able to get out. What else on the cards for today? Don't know. Just go with the flow. Be like the river. Looks like it's going to be a warm one. It was actually quite cold last night. My bed was definitely better, but I probably could use 2 or 3 times the amount of padding because it all just squished down and my hips are feeling very bruised again. Had lots of dream snippets. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Not a very restful night the last 2 nights. So I really need to figure that out. Yeah. Beautiful full moon last night too. It was so bright. Just like sunlight. Little lorry just rocked up in the tree. I haven't seen the cows this morning. That's about all I've got to report. I'm going to cook up an egg for breakfast today. Or maybe a fish. I guess we'll find out. Enjoy there. Alright, so just pulled the fish basket, no eel, but there are a couple of shrimp or yabbies or something. They're not real big. I got a feeling there might be a few more in there, so I'm just going to open it up and see what else I can find. And these are the extra sticks that I added yesterday for eel proofing. The salami's completely gone again, I think. Yes, so whatever got in there. Enjoyed dinner again last night. I think they might be prawns, freshwater shrimp. They don't really look like yabbies now that they're cooked. They look like little prawns. So, what I'm going to do is to make a much smaller version of my trap, much tighter weave with thinner vine, and actually make a prawn trap, because that's what I keep catching in my eel trap, but the gaps are really big so most of them can get out. So maybe I can get a few more of these. Check them out. Little prawns. Oh. That is so cool. Bon appetit. Alright, I put one of the prawn heads on my line and set it down here, and I've just come to have a look and I've got an eel. So now I've got to get him out. See how we go. Oh, so slippery. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. Very mean. Oh, is that the salami? The salami just came out of it. That's crazy. Just right there. Oh, so much slime. Okay. Take this off. Alrighty. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. Nope. Jeez, you're a slippery dude. Okay, I'm just going to cut his head off, I think. Oh. Come on. Wow. Thank you. Wow. I did it. Check it out. Yeah. Okay. And there's the salami that it ate last night. How crazy. Epic. Okay, now I've got to work out how to process an eel. So I've never done this before, but I'm guessing it's the same as a fish. So slime. Really, really slimy, really really slippery. So I've got to be careful. I don't want to cut myself. Wow. I need a sharper knife. Wow, the skin's super tough. Alright, I might go from the bum hole. Oh, it's so hard to hold on to. It's so slippery. There we go. I wonder if I'll see the salami from the night before as well. So the guts are going to come out now. Just put that in the river. Wow, so much fat. Liver. I don't know if I have it in me to eat eel liver. So I've finished cleaning my eel. It's looking really good. I noticed something really cool. Check this out. It's been fighting. It's got a bite mark on its tail. One side there and another one there. So another eel was chomped on this one's tail at some point. Maybe they were fighting over the salami. All right. Time to go chop it up and get some flavour on this. So I am now making another trap because I kept catching little prawns in my giant trap, and that one's got a lot of gaps in the side that are big enough for prawns to come out because that was made for an eel. I figured I would make a prawn trap. So I'm pretty much doing the same thing again as I did before, but a smaller version. And I'm using much thinner vine so I can really make it super tight so that the prawns cannot escape. Okay, prawn basket done. I'm pretty happy with that. There's some gaps. If a prawn's able to, like, small enough to fit through that gap, then it's probably a bit small than I want to be eating it anyway. Whoop, there's the inside. Oh, so now I just need to go ahead and make another little one for the top. I just wanted to share the process for the top cone because I didn't really show how that's done, just in case you'd like to have a go at making one yourself. So I've got my 9 sticks in and I've made a fairly sturdy ring, and now what I'm going to do is actually secure that up in here. Can't really see because of the leaves. That's going to create the entrance to the trap, so I just need to tie that into the top of the branches first, and then I'll start weaving around the basket like the other one. So the first one, you just tie it off tight at the top and weave all the way down, And the cone that goes in the middle needs a little hole for the critters to come in. So you just pop that up in there and then wrap that around. And there you go. A funnel. So you can see how I've secured that ring into the top there now. And now I can just weave around underneath, and that's going to keep that space open. I'll probably just leave these sticks here because things will be able to swim. They're going to be swimming in this way, and then it'll make it harder for them to come out. Okay. There's my inner cone. Fits really nicely into the top of my basket, like so. I'm gonna go down and get the eel's head. I left it down by the river there, and I'm gonna pop that in for bait and put this in the prawn spot. Isn't this beautiful? So beautiful. So I wanted to fill you in on what happened with the eel because I couldn't film the cooking part. So I'm camped out currently on Bundjalung land, and the elder who's custodian of this space he has a camp up on top of the hill up there behind me, and I have his permission to be here and to fish. And seeing as that was my first catch of my time here, it felt the right thing to do to bring it up to share with him and to cook the food up there. And so that's why I didn't film it. That's it. It was delicious. I marinated it with some chipotle seasoning that I have here and some honey, and then had it in chunks and grilled the chunks over the coals and in the smoke, nice and slow for about 40 minutes. Rendered all the fat. It was so good. So now that I've done it once and I've shared it up top, the next one I'll film and I'll cook it down here and see how I go without a metal grill too, because even though it was on the fire, we had the rack to sit it on, so I'm going to have to probably construct something with some green wood. I also had the tail, which was not really good for eating, just sat out on a rock here in the sun today and it completely dried. So I'm feeling like it might be possible to sun dry some of it rather than smoke it. It's really hot to have the fire going all day here at the moment. And there's these big boulders everywhere and they get very, very warm in the sun. So I thought if I put a bit of salt and a bit of seasoning and cut some strips and just lay them out over the boulders, the ants will have a little nibble, but once it seals up, they just kind of leave it alone. So yeah, going to experiment with that. This is future fish. I'm assuming there will be. I currently have 3 passive fishing situations down there. So I've got my big eel net, I've got my new little prawn net, and then I've got the line with the salami that the eel vomited back up this morning, repurposed for more bait. So yeah, I'll probably go and check those traps. Might just check the little trap soon. Maybe get a couple more prawns for dinner, but I've also got a sweet potato which I'm going to roast up for dinner. So feeling good and satisfied and so grateful to the land and the eel and this beautiful country. Nothing. Maybe prawns don't like eel head, they prefer salami. Not sure. One week. Today is the morning of day 7. I had a pretty strong feeling last night that I need to go home. One of our dogs is unwell and possibly dying. And I woke up at 3 o'clock. I could smell her. So, yeah, I'm going to sit with that today. I feel really, really satisfied with my time here. I feel like I've accomplished the things that I wanted to accomplish. And yeah, there's just been some dramas with them within the family, the local Aboriginal families around here, which has meant that although I'm welcome, it's just a bit risky, and they don't really want anyone out here at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to sit with it. I am going to put a bit more salami in my prawn trap because I don't think the prawns liked the eel's head. It's a bit stinky, I understand. And hopefully catch a couple more prawns today. Maybe another eel with a prawn head again, if I'm lucky. It'll probably take a couple of days for me to organise a ride out of here. I intentionally brought myself far away from home. It's about a 7 or 8 hour drive from here to home, and I don't have a car. So yeah, in the same way that right up until this point I've been feeling really like, yep, this is good, this is good, this is good, I'm good to be here. This morning I just woke up and was like, oh, it's time to go. So I've been really trusting my instinct this whole week, my instincts. That moment I was weaving yesterday and I just heard a voice clear as say, go check your line right now. And normally I can get pretty hyper fixated when I'm weaving, so I thought about ignoring it, but then it was so clear. I thought, no, that was a very intentional message. So I went and checked the line, and sure enough, there was an eel on there, and it had probably only been on there for a short time. And maybe if I'd ignored that voice, it would have managed to bite the line or get off. So in the same way, I'm trusting the voice that woke me up at 3 o'clock this morning, saying it's time to go home and be with my family. And if our dog is on the way out, then I want to be there to support my husband because it's her dog, it's his dog. And I remember how hard it was when Finn died last year. So yeah, I'll have another update soon. At this point, I don't really know how that's all going to play out, but just thought I'd keep it real in here. And yeah, carry on with the day. So I've made a few phone calls, got things in motion to organise a ride out of here, and in the meantime I've decided to weave a basket for basket's sake. These vines need to be pulled down and there's such great weaving materials, so I am working on a bigger basket to carry my stuff. This will probably be the biggest basket I've woven to date. Here we go. Looking pretty good. Started curving it up a bit, and yeah, I mean, it's got the potential to be quite deep, I guess, once it's done. So that is my this afternoon project, and I'm really enjoying it. Sitting here in the shade, there's a nice breeze, a few clouds rolling in. I reckon we might be in for an afternoon storm, and yeah, enjoying the time that I have left out here. Just cooking up some lunch here. I've made damper again. I am using a different method to cook it today. Basically got it wrapped around this bit of wood, and then the idea is to just cook it over the fire, keep turning it until it's all done, and then just pop it off the end of the stick. And I've got some parmesan and a little bit of tomato paste, so I'm going to put that on the inside, and yum! There we go, my stick bread. Got a good chunk of cheese in there, some tomato paste. I'm actually going to chuck it in the fry pan now and see if I can melt that cheese down a bit. And that will be lunch. It's been a beautiful day out here on the river. I managed to get a decent way into my basket. Happy with that. I'll be able to finish that off tomorrow. And now I'm doing my little pre-night routine of getting some firewood. I like to have all my firewood nice and prepped. It's not going to rain tonight, so I've just got it out by the fire. I call these ones the snacks. And then we've got a bit more serious bits, and then the nice solid pieces that'll burn for a while. Got my billy going for a cup of tea. I think I'm going to make some pancakes. I'm feeling really good. It's been a beautiful day, and I've got all day tomorrow night, and then I'm going to be heading out on Saturday. So yeah, just full of gratitude, really enjoying having all my waters be replaced by the river water. You know, when you've been drinking water on the land for a week like this, it really feels like all my waters are now, my sweat is now the river, and so I feel really connected to the river through that process. So yeah, feeling good. Eternal One, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. It's my last day out here today. Day number 9, maybe. Feeling a bit weary today. My knee's kind of swollen up. I think I might have twanged it yesterday. And yeah, my body's just asking for some slowness and rest. I still have a reasonable amount of food here, so I've pulled up my trap and taken in my line. I don't really feel like I need to take any more food from the river while I have this much here, and I'm heading off tomorrow. I just finished my basket, the big basket, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Nice and sturdy. I think I'm going to be gifting this one on. But yeah, it's the biggest basket I've made so far, and yeah, I think it would be great for, well, all sorts of things, but I was thinking maybe just to put kindling and firewood in. The cat's claw degrades pretty quickly. It won't last that long, maybe a couple of years, but the vine does tend to come apart pretty quickly. So anyways, that's me wrapping up this journey. I've had a beautiful and profound 10 days, 9 days, and I definitely got everything that I wanted from this experience and then some. The nature of what's happening out here on the land with the mob means that it's best for me to head off. But I feel so blessed and honoured to have had this time. It's such a privilege. There's very few places as beautiful and special as this one. And this land has a big chunk of my heart. So I hope you've enjoyed my film, I guess. My video journal. And maybe feel inspired to have your own wild experiences. And deep gratitude for this beautiful country and for the people that have taken care of it for so long. Go well.
Remember, you forgot who you were, knew nothing for certain. Pull back the curtain, let all the light in. Know why you're striving.
Alright, big bull coming through. Go around, buddy. Absolutely terrifying. Okay, he's gone. He's sounding extra pissed off tonight too. Kicked up a notch now. It's pretty fat rain falling. How bizarre. Dawn storm. Oh good, I can collect some water. So it's really raining now. But I'm happy to say my shelter is dry. Here, it's like being on a boat in a storm. fresh and clean. It smells good.